Been a crazy day on the farm today. Probably should have worn a hat. It's snowing and the weather's been a little bit difficult, but we're still getting some stuff done on the farm. Most of it's indoors. One of the things that we had to get done before the winter that I'd like to show you is we have pipes in the ground that divert away the water from our buildings, and we have to get those switched over to culverts because they sometimes freeze up. So these had to get on today. So we take off the little extension. There's a tiny extension that goes into that, and then that there goes all the way down to those buildings down there and dumps down there under the ground. But that sometimes freezes up. So we put an elbow on and we run it out here. And there's 4 of those that have to be done on the farm. I've got another one right here that I had to do. They're not too tough. It's just a couple screws. Get them in and get the stakes in so that somebody doesn't trip over them during the winter time. On this side I have to do a longer one, but it's a very simple, quick project on the farm. Now while this is going on, last night one of my daughters, on the last day of gun season, was out with her crossbow and she slivered a really nice big doe. Oh, it dressed out over 100 pounds, which is nice for us. We needed the food. So they're in the shop right now cutting up meat and stuff, and that's a good experience for them. So we'll head over that way and I'll show you what those guys are into as we're putting away some meat for the winter. I got a hat back on now to deal with the snow. So you've seen what they're processing in there for deer. It's a wonderful learning experience for the kids to be able to do that. I think it's good for them to understand where their food comes from. And that's going to make some great circle meat, which is actually a summer sausage on the farm, and we absolutely love it. So we've got some videos out on that if you're looking for a recipe. We smoke that in about probably 2 weeks. Right now, the only smoking we're going to be doing soon is some bacon. So that's where we stand with the meat aspect. So now what am I doing the rest of the day? Well, I'm getting the Ford here all hooked up. Process of, believe it or not, getting some goats going. So we're getting this thing all jacked up right now and getting on the truck and heading out. Hopefully we can pick up some Nubians and some Alpines for the dairy this time of year. There's some really good goats available that sometimes are pregnant, sometimes in milk, or can be pregnant if we put them with our Nubians. So now is the time to take off in a beautiful snowstorm with the truck and run about 600 miles today if we can, and see if we can score a half dozen little goaties and make the farm a little bigger, folks. Oh yeah, I should be able to get underneath that. So when we load goats in the winter time and move them around, we find these enclosed ventilated cargo trailers work the best. We throw out some of this I don't know, what is this, boat carpet? Just an outdoor cheesy carpet, real cheap, you can pick it up easy. We throw some of that down just to make like a fake grass form. We put our pickup cages back in here and strap them down. I'll show you that in a second. And this makes a fantastic way to haul goats, folks. So tucked away in the corner over here, I've got some panels and they make a cage. So this works out absolutely perfect. 4 sides and a top, fits in the standard pickup bed, also fits in those cargo trailers. Works absolutely sweet for handling these goats, all pins together with pins on the side. I love this thing. I think the manufacturer's Seidel works great. Let's put it together. They're not the toughest things to put together. The top one is probably the trickiest. Probably takes me about less than 10 minutes of time to put each one together. So 20 minutes, and I can have enough in here to hold a lot of goats. I like to build mine in 2 stages, so I have an up front and a back. That gives me probably close to 12 feet at least of caging. That's probably 5 feet wide, which is great. And this is how it kind of comes together. Well, the Nubians and the Alpines that we picked up are on the farm tonight. We're going to be pushing midnight here, but as you can see, the lights are on. There's still a few snowflakes falling. But on the farm, that's the way it goes. The girls got the milking done. The boys got their rooms cleaned up. And we rolled in here about 11 o'clock tonight with 4 or 5 more goats. So the lights are going off on the farm. That's an indication for them to go to bed, including me. So I bid you good night, and please like, subscribe, and support our channel. We'll keep putting out great videos like this.